length of those matches, but Jamestown now comes in with a lot on their shoulders as they get ready for play today. Again, Jamestown facing off against Bismarck St. Mary's. Glad you are with us here on 107.1 AM 1400, online at newsdakota.com, and you can search for Jamestown 107.1 Sports on your YouTube. You can watch us on your TV if you've got the Roku or any Apple TV products. Just download YouTube, search for Jamestown 107.1 Sports. Boom, you can pop us up right on your TV as we are ready for West Region volleyball action. Jamestown and St. Mary's for the first time this season. Jaron Matheny here on 107.1 and our Jamestown 107.1 Sports YouTube page. Well, the Blue Jays come in 10-1 overall, 3-1 in the West Region since the last time we saw Jamestown. They've fallen in straight sets on the road at Bismarck Legacy. They then defeated Williston on the road in 4 sets, and then a win on Tuesday night in straight sets over Turtle Mountain. Now 10-1 on the year, 3-1 in the West Region for Jamestown. St. Mary's comes in at 5-4 overall, 0-2 in the WDA. St. Mary's with a couple of losses to some higher-ranked teams coming into play today. St. Mary's losing in 4 sets to Century their last time out. They also lost to Bismarck Legacy. So 2 of the top teams inside of the West Region. That's who St. Mary's has gotten a taste of so far this season, and certainly that's not really a fun way to start your year when you're talking about the WDA, but this is where you are, and now St. Mary's gets their 3rd West Region match of the season against another top team. So coming into this year in the preseason poll, Bismarck Century 1st, Bismarck High 2nd, Jamestown 3rd, and Legacy 4th. St. Mary's was picked to finish 6th coming into this season, so they've seen now 3 of the top 4 preseason teams coming into play today. They just took on number 2, Bismarck Century, and now they get number 5, Jamestown. Yes, number 5, the Blue Jays in the first and initial ranking in the Class A polls. West Fargo Cheyenne number 1, Century number 2, Fargo North 3rd, Bismarck High 4th, and this is nothing against the voters, but I'm not sure what they saw here, unless you're talking about preseason expectations. Bismarck High is 3-0 in the West Region, but they're 5-4 overall after having a really poor showing at the Bismarck Public Schools crossover. How you can take that and give Bismarck High the 4 spot when they've got 4 losses, and Jamestown earns the 5 spot when they've only lost 1 match this year, that's beyond me, but certainly very interesting from my fellow voters in the North Dakota Press Association. Other matches going on tonight. Bismarck High is at Mandan, Turtle Mountain at Watford City, and Minot is at Legacy this evening. Legacy and Shanley were both receiving votes in that poll. The Jays are going to host Bismarck Century on Tuesday night. No match next Thursday for Jamestown, and then we'll keep going and get a whole lot closer to the West Region tournament, which this year is happening in Dickinson, November 10th through the 12th, and then the 17th through the 19th, Bismarck Event Center in Bismarck, of course. That's where the Event Center is, and that is where the state tournament will take place, 17th through the 19th of November. Obviously, the November 10th through the 12th date will kind of determine if we're in Dickinson or not, depending upon what the Blue Jay football team does during that stretch as well. So we'll just kind of keep you locked in on that, and hopefully we'll be meeting Blue Jay volleyball at the state tournament after Blue Jay football brings home another state title. That's a little bit in the future, but we're hoping that's the case. Speaking of Blue Jay football, we'll have Jamestown High School football on the air tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Blue Jays taking on Grand Forks Central in their second home game of the year. Jamestown 2-0 overall. Grand Forks Central is 1-2 so far this season. That's tomorrow night, 7 p.m. 107.1, and we'll be streaming with video for that game tomorrow night as well. Of course, that's sort of weather pending. As long as it doesn't rain, we're going to be okay, but with the earlier forecast against Grand Forks Red River in week 1, we're talking about $10,000+ of equipment here. We just couldn't take the risk with the rain, so we're hoping that everything is sunny and bright and beautiful tomorrow for Blue Jay football. Then we'll have Jimmy football on the air Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m. So here we go, West Region action, St. Mary's and Jamestown. Other Blue Jay events happening either earlier today or this evening. Tennis hosting Minot, soccer is at Minot. Golf competed in the Dickinson Invite earlier today. Cross country was in Aberdeen earlier today as well. So Jamestown looking for a West Region crown this season for the first time since they shared it with Bismarck Century in 2017. Obviously, Century's been the team to beat across the state of North Dakota, not just here in the WDA, but it's gotten a whole lot harder, it seems, up until this season to try and get past Century. They may be a little bit more vulnerable this year than they have been in years past. Again, 9-1 on the year for Century, 3-0 in the West region, but we're talking the first third of the season, so as we continue through this year, you know that they could pick up and just run away with something as well. That's just how good Bismarck Century is consistently. We are 9.5 minutes away from the national anthem. We'll hear from Blue Jay head coach Sarah Hagerly coming up during the national anthem as well, as we get you set for Blue Jay volleyball on this fine Thursday evening from Jerry Meyer Arena. West Region volleyball action. Again, Jamestown comes in as number 5 in the Class A poll for play this evening. Blue Jays are just trying to take it one match at a time. That's what Coach Hagerly said. You have to go. Last week they played 3 matches, so you're going Tuesday at home, then Thursday at Legacy, Saturday at Williston. You turn around, take on Turtle Mountain on Tuesday. Now you get St. Mary's here on a Thursday. We're talking about 5 matches over the course of just more than 9 days for Jamestown here during this stretch. They'll get some much-deserved time off this weekend, and hopefully they'll get to enjoy a couple of days away from volleyball before resetting before Tuesday when Century comes to town. Again, that's Tuesday night. We'll have your video stream as well as audio stream on radio 107.1. Let's take a look at the Blue Jays coming into play tonight. These are stats from the West region so far this season. Again, just 4 matches in. Haley Hawkinson leads the team with 34 kills on the year. Not far behind her, Bernadette Birdie Newman with 32 kills this season. McKenna Nold leads Jamestown, the junior does, in assists on the year with 66 in total. Aspen Peterson has 81 digs through the first 4 matches of conference play. Birdie Newman with 14 aces to lead Jamestown and 5 blocks in the front row for McKenna Nold. That leads the Blue Jays coming into play today. Last year, Jamestown 0-3 against St. Mary's. They lost a 2-point match and then lost in that state qualifier game, which snapped a 5 consecutive state tournament appearance streak for Jamestown. And certainly since then, we've heard a lot about the fact that this is a St. Mary's team that they just do not want to lose to anymore. They are tired of what they had to go through last season against this Saints side, and trying to find that extra little jump or extra little boost today is not going to be very hard for this Blue Jay side. They've circled this game on the calendar for a long time. They played Minot early at home, and they played Turtle Mountain, and this is the one they've been looking forward to, try and get some revenge on the Saints here this evening. We heard Birdie Newman talking about it during our Jamestown 107.1 Sports Fall Preview, and man, this is a side that is hungry, to say the least, coming into play this year, and they've continued to stay hungry. That was something Coach Hagerly talked about, was the fact that last year, good Bismarck Public Schools crossover, you start the year 6-1, and then the train just didn't keep chugging from there on out, and Jamestown felt the burden of that in the West Region tournament a season ago, and they're trying to avoid the same kind of downfalls that they had last year when we talk about, just that mental lapse and staying locked in and focused in every single match and having that grit and that blue-collar toughness that head coach Sarah Hagerly loves about a lot of her Jamestown teams. On the other side for Bismarck St. Mary's, Lydia Spees, the senior outside hitter at 5'9", is one of the top players in the state of North Dakota. She shines on the outside for St. Mary's. Also a name to keep your eye on as we get ready for play today. Gabby Mann will do some work from the center position, but watch for her to take a few swings as well as Mikey Messer, the senior Makendra Messer. She's in the middle and could cause problems for Jamestown here tonight. 5-4 on the year, 0-2 in the West Region for St. Mary's. Lost in 4 to Century and in 3 to Bismarck Legacy. Those are their 2 conference losses of the year. But coming in following a 4-set loss to Century, you win 1 set, you got to feel a little bit positive about that coming into play today, but still it's one of those things where you can take the little moral victories and the positives there, but until you're winning those matches, that's when it'll become more of a bigger deal. Again, we're glad to have you with us here on 107.1 AM 1400 and online on our Jamestown 107.1 Sports YouTube page. We are 5 minutes away from the national anthem here inside of Jerry Meyer Arena, so we're going to step aside, take a 2-minute break. When we return, we'll hear from Blue Jay head volleyball coach Sarah Hagerly talking about the trip to Williston, playing against Bismarck Legacy, as well as at home against Turtle Mountain. What the team does on the bus, on the road, with all those long West Region trips when you're talking about going to Williston or Dickinson or Watford City. Talk about St. Mary's and staying locked into the match tonight against the Saints. And as we've talked about, the fact that Jamestown certainly does not like this St. Mary's side, and they would love to win in as quick of a fashion as possible here this evening, but staying locked into the moment here tonight as opposed to thinking back to the state qualifier game last year, and in her words, what it takes for Jamestown to get a win this evening over the Saints. That's coming up with head coach Sarah Hagerly after the break. We are back here to Jerry Meyer Arena in 2 minutes. Jamestown 107.1 AM 1400, online worldwide at newsdakota.com, and streaming with video tonight on our Jamestown 107.1 Sports YouTube page.
No matter where you live, you should have access to high-quality health care. Jamestown Regional Medical Center's orthopedic and sports medicine team offers care for hips, shoulders, knees, and toes. When an injury occurs, teams need care quickly. That's why the JRMC orthopedic team promises same-day and next-day appointments. Schedule direct at jrmcnd.com or call 952-4878.
Jamestown Regional Medical Center will never stop building for you.
Enjoy the rustic Frontier Fort Bar, Grill, and Gift Shop. The gift shop is open year-round with North Dakota tourism gifts and unique jewelry. And for a true Dakota Territory dining experience, the Frontier Fort Grill is open from 4 to 9 Monday through Saturday. Every Thursday night, get a rack of ribs, fries, coleslaw, and toast for just $9.95. And their legendary prime rib is served on Fridays and Saturdays. Dine in or call for takeout at 252-7492. The Frontier Fort, on the road to the Buffalo, Jamestown.
Two Rivers Printing is your local source for anything printed on paper. As a full-service print shop, they offer quick print services for all kinds of posters, flyers, and business forms. They also print banner signs, invitations, cookbooks, thank you cards, and more. They can also do wide format printing in matte, gloss, blueprints, and vinyl. With decades of experience, you know it will be done quickly and done right. Call Two Rivers Printing at 251-1266 at the end of 10th Street in Jamestown.
This is Clint with RM Stout. It's been a long road, but the auto industry is beginning to turn. We've noticed an uptick in new lot inventory. It's been years since we've seen this many new vehicles on the lot. With more new vehicles available, prices of used cars have and will continue to decrease, with nearly 100 used trucks and SUVs to choose from here at RM Stout. If you still don't find what you're looking for, we can special order one of our 35 new car models within our 6 brands. I'll let you do the math, but from what I can tell, we have plenty of options for you to upgrade your ride at RM Stout for the best value.
New CNA wage. You could start at $21.25 per hour at SMP Health Ave Maria. Join our friendly team of healthcare professionals with no mandatory overtime, a 1-to-7 staffing ratio, paid time off, and excellent benefits including 401k. And wait, did we mention the $5,000 sign-on bonus for full-time CNA positions? Apply online at smphhealth.org/Ave Maria. Again, earn $21.25 an hour starting at SMP Health Ave Maria of Jamestown. Apply at smphhealth.org/Ave Maria.
Hi, this is Aspen Peterson, and you're listening to Blue Jay Volleyball on Jamestown 107.1.
Blue Jay Volleyball head coach Sarah Hagerly now joins us on the pregame show. Coach, 10-1 to start the year. You guys were on the road at Williston last week. You also played at Legacy before the Turtle Mountain game on Tuesday. Can you just kind of recap the past 3 matches, what you've seen from your side leading into tonight's game?
Well, I think that I can't believe we were 10-1. It seems like so long ago. I think last week was a grind. You know, we losing to Legacy, that was rough, and our kids, they didn't enjoy that very much. But they were tough sets too, so it's not like we got our butts kicked. But and then we went out, and then we played Turtle Mountain. We played Wilson. Wilson was a good match for us. That's a good, solid team that they're building out there. And then it's the longest drive ever. So we're really happy to have that over with and happy to come home away with a win. So we have some illnesses. You know, we're all struggling with a little bit of a, not head cold or what it is. We have some issues with, I can't even think of the right word, injuries. We have a lot going on with our little Blue Jays right now. So we're hoping that we can pull it together for tonight's match.
And one of the interesting things about playing in the West region is obviously you guys have to make those far drives to Williston, Watford City, even Dickinson and Minot. What are the things you guys try to do to make those bus rides more enjoyable for everyone as you're headed out 4 hours, 6 hours at times playing in this West region?
Well, honestly, you know, the kids love it. I loved it when I was in high school. I thought bus rides were the best thing ever. It's the coaches that don't like it.
Yeah.
You know, we take their phones most of the time. We actually didn't in Williston because it was such a long trip. But, you know, they spend a lot of time getting to know each other, and the coaches,
40 to 80 months.
you know, we get time to read, and we get time to, you know, think about our match and stuff. So it's not the worst thing ever. I mean, we live in a world where there are a lot of kids that would give anything to just be on a bus to go on a road trip. So we try to keep things in perspective and be grateful for opportunities. A couple years ago, we didn't know if we'd have a season, you know, because of COVID. So we just keep talking about being humble and being grateful and for every opportunity we get.
Yeah.
And it seems to, I think the kids get it. I mean, we have good parents that are instilling those kind of beliefs into their kids as well.
Yeah, obviously. It is Parents' Night here at Jamestown High School, so if you're watching on video, Riley Joseph just gave a nice tribute as all the Blue Jay girls run out into the stands to give their parents some sort of gift, whether it be a flower or I just saw a handmade craft, kind of like a turkey hand, so all sorts of things. So we'll continue with our interview with Coach Hagerly now, but did want to note that it is Parents' Night here inside of Jerry Meyer Arena. If you're watching on the video side, wondering what's going on as we get ready for the national anthem, here's more with Coach Hagerly.
You know, we're all struggling with a little bit of a, not head cold or what it is. We have some issues with best thing ever. It's the coaches that don't like it.
Yeah.
You know, we take their phones most of the time. We actually didn't in Williston because it was such a long trip. But, you know, they spend a lot of time getting to know each other, and the coaches,
40 to 80 months.
you know, we get time to read, and we get time to, you know, think about our match and stuff. So it's not the worst thing ever. I mean, we live in a world where there are a lot of kids that would give anything to just be on a bus to go on a road trip. So we try to keep things in perspective and be grateful for opportunities. A couple years ago, we didn't know if we'd have a season, you know, because of COVID. So we just keep talking about being humble and being grateful and for every opportunity we get.
Yeah.
And it seems to, I think the kids get it. I mean, we have good parents that are instilling those kind of beliefs into their kids as well.
Yeah, obviously a lot of great things happening with your side so far, but the thing we talked about during the during the preseason and talked with Birdie and Aspen and Haley, they talked about St. Mary's, and here we are tonight. You get this Saints side. How do you try to keep last year's loss out of their minds as they go onto the floor tonight so they're locked into this match in particular?
Well, that's not easy. You know, this is something they've been looking forward to, you know, but at the same time, we keep talking about taking one match at a time and not taking one team lightly, and that's the glory of this situation is we're not taking them lightly.
Right.
You know, and that's what happened to us last year. Not in one match, but in 2 matches, 3 matches they beat us. So there's something about St. Mary's. They have a competitive spirit. They have a good coach. They're fighting hard, and you know, they took Century to 4 the other day, and they do some good things. But our kids, I think it's okay to have a chip on your shoulder. You know, I don't think we have to just walk around and be afraid of people. Have a little chip. Have a little bit of you know, grit in you. But, I mean, whatever happens tonight, I think our kids are ready to go.
All right, Coach, one thing's with this. Jamestown gets a win tonight and improves to 11-1 overall if you guys do what when you step on the floor?
Play with grit. Just play hard. Play hard for each other. Not worry about things that don't matter. Just play hard.
All right, Coach, appreciate your time.
Thanks, Aaron.
Our thanks to head coach Sarah Hagerly for joining us on the pregame show. As you just heard, the national anthem being sung here wonderfully inside of Jerry Meyer Arena by a senior high school student. And now we are ready for the starting lineups and introductions for both sides. St. Mary's and Jamestown do battle in the West region here tonight. Jays are looking to improve to 4-1 in the West region this season, while St. Mary's is looking for their first win in the West on the year. Their schedule gets a whole lot easier after tonight for St. Mary's. We won't see Century Legacy or Jamestown for a while, so that'll be a nice refresher and try to go from there if you're St. Mary's after this evening, but still trying to pick up a big win tonight are the Saints here against your Blue Jays. Again, Jamestown 107.1 AM 1400, online at newsdakota.com. You can stream our video tonight on our Jamestown 107.1 Sports YouTube page. Blue Jays and Saints going through the entire lineup for both sides. So let's look at the starters for Jamestown. We will see Aspen Peterson in that libero jersey for the Blue Jays. Again, Aspen has been phenomenal to start West Region play this year. 81 digs over the course of just 4 matches played. And a couple of those matches were just 3 sets long. Well, 3 out of the 4 of those matches were just 3 sets long. She has been awesome for Jamestown in that libero position so far this season. Haley Hawkinson leads the team in kills with 34 on the year. Birdie Newman with 32 kills so far this season. The setter, depending upon what's going on and where in rotation Jamestown is, either McKenna Nold or Edie Hagerly will set for the Blue Jays, and then we'll see Benet Frank on the outside. We'll see a little bit of Leah Trumbauer on the outside, as well as Kinley Anderson, and then in the back row, Riley Joseph and Brianna Otley. So the Blue Jays and Saints. Blue Jays in their white uniforms tonight, Saints in blue. We'll get everybody at the net to shake hands and then get this one underway. A little bit behind schedule as we get ready for play this evening. Although they say scheduled for a 7 o'clock start time, this is never a real 7 o'clock start time. The JV and freshmen beforehand, you're just kind of guessing that it'll be done by 7 o'clock. But JV match went a little bit longer, and that brings us into our varsity match this evening. Blue Jays and Saints in the West region. 10-1 for Jamestown, 5-4 for St. Mary's, 0-2 in the West for the Saints, 3-1 in the West for the Blue Jays. Jamestown out on the floor. Benet Frank, McKenna Nold, Haley Hawkinson, Leah Trumbauer, Kinley Anderson, and Birdie Newman for the time being. We'll see Aspen Peterson come on for Jamestown. Gabby Mann, Josie Armstrong are out on the floor for Bismarck St. Mary's. Libero for the Saints, Julia Barch, or rather Koya Krenz will wear that libero jersey tonight. And the Blue Jays and Saints are ready to do battle here inside of Jerry Meyer Arena. McKenna Nold serves to start this match as Jamestown serving from right to left. At the back row is Lydia Spees. Back up for Jamestown. Hawkinson tapped it over. And now Gabby Mann. Left side attack for St. Mary's. It's blocked. Kept up in the air by the Saints. Free ball coming back to Jamestown. Peterson into the middle for McKenna Nold. Back set right side. Trumbauer spun it wide. It's an attack error by the Blue Jays, and we are underway here in set 1 at Jerry Meyer Arena from Jamestown High School. Jaron Matheny with you here on the gym. Gabby Mann serving. Cross-court at Peterson. Nold sets it out to the left. Hawkinson, soft touch. Can't get the kill. Now left side for St. Mary's. Big wind-up and a swing from Alexis Gerving. And Gerving gets the point for St. Mary's. It's 2-0 Saints. Gerving knocks it off the blockers of Jamestown on the far side of the floor. Mann serves again. This time it's an ace for the Saints here in set 1. Jamestown has been thinking about this one for a long time. Saints knocked him out of the state qualifier last year. Mann with another nice serve. She sets into the middle for St. Mary's. Newman keeps it alive, tapped down by Trumbauer, and a free ball coming back to Jamestown. Armstrong sends it over. Nold, left side, Benet Frank swings cross court. Spees digs it out. Far side attack for Gerving, kept up by Frank. Now Newman, back row Peterson just swings it over. Left side off the palm of the hand. Jamestown struggling to get something clean over that net line. There's Newman cross court. Mann setting left side, little tapper, doesn't fall in. McKenna Nold keeps it alive now, but Frank, soft touch towards the middle. Longest rally we've seen this season for Jamestown here at Jerry Meyer Arena. Newman for Nold. Hawkinson swings, kept up by the Saints. Pushed back over to Jamestown, but into the net line. It's an error by St. Mary's. Koya Krenz just tried to send it over, and a really long rally results in a point for Jamestown. Make it 3-1 Saints here in the opening set. Riley Joseph back to serve for the Blue Jays. 6 aces on the year for Joseph from that service line. Big swing, cross court too strong. Point for Jamestown off the attack error by the Saints. Good healthy swing, and Riley Joseph back and serving once again. 3-2 Saints on top in the opening set. Serve from Joseph's at the back row. Mann right side, soft touch, and in for a point. Lexi Gerving with the kill for St. Mary's, and it's Gerving who will grab the ball and head back to the service line. 4-2 St. Mary's in set one. Gerving from straight on. Her serve is at the back row. Riley Joseph. Trumbauer has to track it down towards the student section, and Nold just takes it back over the net. Right side set, swung on and missed as Mann was looking for Armstrong. Set was a little bit behind where Armstrong was going, and it's an attack error by the Saints. All 3 points for Jamestown so far have come off of errors by St. Mary's. Brianna Otley in the serve for Jamestown. Still got that leg brace around her right leg. Saints free ball it back towards Otley. In the middle for McKenna Knoll. Big swing from Kinley. Anderson drops it in for the first kill for the Blue Jays tonight. Anderson with the kill. Give an assist to McKenna Knoll, and Otley serves as the Jays look for their first lead here in set one. Jamestown 10-1 on the year. 5-4 for St. Mary's. Nice serve at Krenz. Now at the net line, popped up by Newman. Nold back set right. Trumbauer's first swing came right back to her, popped it over again. Now on the left for Spees. She winds up. Joseph to it. Nold in the middle. Near side for Newman off her back foot. Couldn't quite get it over the net. It's an attack error on the Blue Jays. Point for the Saints. And in for St. Mary's is Summer Schweitzer. Near side of the floor, St. Mary's to serve, and a service error by the Saints. Mikey Messer with the service error. And Jamestown just one kill so far. They've registered 4 of their 5 points off of errors by St. Mary's. Big swing for Edie Hagerly on her first serve of the match. Spees will have to free ball it back to Jamestown. Anderson for Hagerly. Right side, McKenna Knoll swings and has her first kill. The kill for Jamestown, make it 6-5 Blue Jays in set one. Edie Hagerly, good spin, hard serve, nearly an ace, and this one is going to end up as an ace. Edie Hagerly causing problems inside the Saints defense here with her service pressure. It's got good spin to it. This one not hit quite hard enough. It's a service error. Point to St. Mary's, and the Saints now serving. Addie Kakowski comes on. Sophomore setter to serve from the right side. Serve is down the line at Hagerly. Left side, Knoll goes off her back foot to the back row of St. Mary's. Kakowski left for Spees. Too far. Point Jamestown. Attack error by Spees. And now Benet Franck checks in for Riley Joseph. Birdie Newman serving on the near side. 8-6. Jamestown in front in set one. Blue Jays looking for their 4th win in the West Region in the early season. Free ball from St. Mary's back over. Aspen Peterson in the back row. Goes right side for Hagerly. Left side. Kill attempt not quite there for Benet Franck, but a mistake again by St. Mary's. Will give the Blue Jays the point. 9-6 Jamestown. Newman serves once again. She leads this Blue Jays side with 14 aces coming in to match play tonight. These stats are conference stats only. Cross-court kill is too strong from Lydia Spees. Another attack error by the Saints. A point for Jamestown. It's 10-6 in set one. Blue Jays have just 2 kills. Newman, cross-court serve. Kakowski, left side on the setup, goes cross-court at Franck. Now Hagerly in the middle, back for Franck. Near side, down the line and in. Benet Franck with a big kill. Hagerly on the assist. Point Jamestown. Benet Franck's 14th kill of the year in the West Region. 11-6 in set one. Newman serving again. Line drive on this serve at Spees. Kakowski off the back foot on the left side. Attack is over for the Saints. Now right side. Swing, and Nold was blocked up front. St. Mary's on the left side with Summer Schweitzer, as well as Lydia Spees get the block. 11-7. Spees now serving. The back row with Birdie Newman. Nold left side for Franck, who put it off the tape and over. Kikowski tracks it down. Back row attack coming over is cross court at Newman. Hagerly just tapped it in the air for Anderson, who finishes it off. One-hand tap for Edie Hagerly. Kinley Anderson with a swing. And the kill, point Jamestown, 12-7 Blue Jays. Now Aspen Peterson serving. St. Mary's, just too many mistakes early on. Schweitzer will take a swing at it. Hawkinson punches it into the air. Left side, Franck tried to line it up and swing. That's an attack error by Jamestown. I think you would have rather seen Benet there just pop that ball over the net, free ball to the other side, and let Jamestown work on defense in rotation. Koya Krenz, the libero, from straight on for St. Mary's at the back row of Jamestown. Nold sets it over in a beautiful spot. McKenna Nold found the soft spot on the court, gets the kill, her second. Jamestown leads 13-8. Leah Trumbauer in for Hagerly. McKenna Nold. Line drive serve is an error for Jamestown. Now 13-9, Josie Armstrong is in, replacing Kikowski. Gabby Mann back on for St. Mary's as well. It's Mikey Messer who heads to the bench. Mann, line drive serve, too strong. Her serves caused some problems for Jamestown the first time around, but a mistake there. Blue Jays 14, Saints 9 in the opening set. Riley Joseph serves for Jamestown. Light serve is over. Mann setting into the middle, big swing. Peterson can't dig it on that back row. Point for the Saints. That was Messer right back into the match, who gets the kill. Lexi Gerving serves for St. Mary's, cross-courted Riley Joseph. Nold into the middle, big swing from Birdie Newman. Not quite down yet. Shove comes back to the Blue Jays. Joseph's dig right up front, and it's smashed down by Spees. Point for St. Mary's makes it 14-11. Newman nearly had her first kill of the match. Saints kept it alive. Now Jamestown up by just 3 in the first. Now Hawkinson, near side. Haley Hawkinson's first kill of the match off the assist from McKenna Nold. 35th kill of the conference season for Haley Hawkinson. That leads this Jamestown squad. Bree Otley back in and serving. 15-11 Blue Jays. First set action from Jerry Meyer Arena. Mann, right side, wind up for Armstrong off the blockers and finds its way in for the point. 15-12, Armstrong with the kill for St. Mary's. Mikey Messer to the back line. Sister Matea is on the bench. Saw her in earlier. Anderson swing, knocked right back to Jamestown. Joseph just shoves it over. Mann over to the left side. Spees winds up and dumps one in for the point. 15-13, and St. Mary's is right back in this first set. You knew it was going to be some sort of battle here this evening between these two sides. Messer stays flat-footed on the serve at Joseph. Nold back set, right side. Trumbauer tap, comes right back to the Blue Jays, and then she's stuffed up front. Jamestown played a little bit out of rhythm right now, and the Blue Jays are paying for it on that front row. Messer serving once again, 15-14, Jamestown in set 1. Messer, soft touch on the serve is at Anderson. Noel keeps it up. Newman one-on-one up front against Schweitzer, and Newman with her first kill of the evening. Edie Hagerly is back in and now serving for Jamestown. 16-14 Blue Jays. Opening set Fifth match of the West Region season for Jamestown, third for St. Mary's. Left side rolled over by Spees, dug out by Hagerly, and now Newman sends it over with two hands. Man into the sky, near side for Armstrong. Ricochets it off the blocker and drops it in for the point. Armstrong's got her second kill. Kukowski on for her. Matea Messer, the freshman, on for the Saints. And now Kukowski back to serve. St. Mary's trailing by just one. Serve is at Riley Joseph. Hagerly pops it up for McKenna Nold. Down the line, drop the hammer. McKenna Nold's got 3 kills in this opening set. 3 kills, 3 assists for McKenna Nold so far. Point Blue Jays, 17-15 Jamestown, and now Birdie Newman back of the service line. From the left side of the floor, she goes cross court, looking at Gerving. Kill attempt is dug out by Jamestown from Messer. Frank rolls her right arm over into the sky. Schweikert blocked up front. Schweitzer at the net line. Jamestown was right there. Anderson and Nold send it back down. Point for the Blue Jays. 18-15 in set one. Newman, line drive of a serve. Kukowski sets near side Spees. Popped up on a dig by Newman. Frank bats it over. Kukowski one more set, going wide this time to the left, stuffed up front, back to St. Mary's. Now Kukowski again. Schweitzer in the middle, rejected one more time. Point for Jamestown off the block, 19-15 Blue Jays. Schweitzer blocked on back-to-back attempts. Newman serves, and if a point comes the way of the Blue Jays here, you got to think St. Mary's will probably call a timeout. Spees, soft touch, Noel pops it up. Hagerly, left side, Frank, going towards the near side corner. Schweikert rolls it with her right hand. Now Noel, left side on the set. Frank touched it with the left, drops it in for the kill. Benet Frank's got 2 kills in the opening set. Blue Jays 20, Saints 15. There's the timeout for St. Mary's. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. Back with more set one action after this here on Jamestown 107.1 and our 107.1 Sports YouTube page.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 3 great reasons are Dr. Frank, Dr. Freilich, and Dr. Jankula. 3 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their great selection. Have they got frames? Over 1,000 pair for you to try. So many on hand you'll want a pair for every outfit. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today in Valley City, Jamestown, or Carrington. Professional eye care centers, clearly the best.
AM 1400 KQDJ Jamestown and 107.1 K296 HH Jamestown.
Blue Jays 20, Saints 15. It's the opening set here in West Region Volleyball action from Jerry Meyer Arena. Jaron Matheny, glad to be with you. Jamestown 107.1 AM 1400, online at newsdakota.com. We're also streaming live with video on our Jamestown 107.1 Sports YouTube page. That's thanks to Gun & Reel Sports for being the presenting sponsor of our YouTube stream. Birdie Newman serves again with Jamestown up by 5 in the opening set, 20-15 Blue Jays. Left side kill is in, and Matea Messer gets the kill for St. Mary's out of the timeout by the Saints to make it 20-16. Lydia Spees, senior, jump serve from the right side. Into the middle at Edie Hagerly. Noel left for Benet Frank. Cross-court kill attempt doesn't drop down. Kukowski in the middle ran underneath that net line, or at least made contact with the net. It's an error on St. Mary's. Point Jamestown, 21-16. Aspen Peterson serves for the Blue Jays. Kukowski pops it up into the middle. Schweitzer is blocked, like by the net more than anything that time. Blue Jays get the point, 22-16. Peterson serves again. Cross court at Spees. Kukowski left side looking for Gerving. She was stuffed initially. Push back to Jamestown. Hagerly for Hawkinson. Right back to Kukowski in the air, and a cross court kill for Lexi Gerving. left side of the floor. Gerving got another opportunity to swing it. Makes it 22-17. And the libero Koya Krenz back in to serve. 22-17 Jamestown in set one. Blue Jays have felt pretty comfortable since the 15-point mark as Benet Franck rolls it off a blocker and down for the kill. Franck's third kill. Her and McKenna Knoll both with 3 kills in this first set. Knoll the one to serve now for Jamestown. Kukowski back setting right side. And Matea Messer's shot is over. Free ball coming back from Jamestown. Kukowski, one more opportunity to the middle this time for Mikey Messer. She bats it back to the Blue Jays. Knoll setting. Franck joust at the net, and Benet Franck came underneath and hit that net. Point for the Saints, 23-18. Armstrong in for Kukowski. Five-point lead for the Blue Jays in set one. Saints trying to make some substitutions here. Messer is out. Kukowski out. Mann on. Gabby Mann serves. At Birdie Newman in the middle for McKenna Knoll. Left side attack for Haley Hawkinson. Got a clean look at it, but it's dug out by Krenz. Sent back over by Lexi Gerving. To the right side for Leah Trumbauer, and just a miscommunication on the back row. Leah Trumbauer's got her first kill. And Riley Joseph has a chance to put this one away. It's set point for the Blue Jays. 24-18 Jamestown. Serve is over. Mann back right side for Gerving. Too far. Attack air by the Saints. Point Jamestown. Set Jamestown. Opening set goes to the Blue Jays. And a 25-18 victory in set one for Jamestown. McKenna Knoll with 3 kills. Benet Franck had 3 kills. Knoll also with 5 assists. Edie Hagerly 3 assists for Jamestown. Haley Hawkinson, Birdie Newman each with a kill. Leah Trumbauer 1 kill. Kinley Anderson with a pair of kills in the opening set for the Blue Jays. Set one, 25-18 in favor of Jamestown. We'll step aside, be back in 2 minutes with more Blue Jay volleyball. Jamestown in front of St. Mary's, 1-0 in the match. Thanks to our video sponsor this evening, Gun & Reel Sports.
The Honda ATV lineup is here to prove it's possible to work smarter and harder. With the power to get the job done, the technology to make it easier, and tried and tested quality to keep you moving forward. Find the Honda ATV that fits your needs at Gun & Reel Sports on 1st Street West in downtown Jamestown. Then you'll start to understand how life is better on a Honda. For riders 16 years of age and older, Honda recommends that all ATV riders take a training course and read the owner's manual thoroughly.
Where do teams go to get their custom printed apparel?
Originals!
Where do companies go to get their corporate logo printed on shirts, caps, and jackets?
Originals, of course.
And where do fans go to get their Blue Jay and Jimmy apparel either off the rack or single-piece prints?
Originals! Originals!
There you have it, folks. For custom printed apparel, embroidery, and work apparel, it's Originals, 216 First Avenue, downtown Jamestown. Open 9 to 5 weekdays.
Paying your energy bill the old-fashioned way takes a lot of steps, including all those steps to the mailbox. ePay from Otter Tail Power Company is an easier way to manage your account anytime, anywhere, even from your mobile phone. It's free. It's easy. Take the first step. Enroll at otpco.com/epay. Otter Tail Power Company. On for you.
What would life be like without telephones, internet, and digital cable? Let's not even go there. Dakota Central is proud to be the local company that provides you with these high-tech communication options. Whether it's the crystal clear telephone connection, the digital cable that produces over 150 channels, HD and DVR, or reliable high-speed internet, Dakota Central provides it all, serving Jamestown and Carrington and beyond. Call 952-1000, 652-3184, or see them on the web at dakotacentral.com.
This is Jamestown High School senior Bernadette Newman, and you're listening to Blue Jay Volleyball on Jamestown 107.1.
Blue Jays take the opening set 25-18 over St. Mary's. Jamestown and the Saints back on the floor for set number 2. Jaron Matheny, glad to be with you. Jamestown 107.1 AM 1400, online at newsdakota.com. You can also stream us worldwide on our Jamestown 107.1 app. We've got video tonight at our Jamestown 107.1 Sports YouTube page. Haley Hawkinson with a swing on the first attack for Jamestown here in set number 2, and Gabby Mann right underneath the net and onto the Jamestown side. She's calling for the violation. Point for the Blue Jays to begin set number 2, and Riley Joseph back to serve. As Jamestown begins the second set at the service line now. Joseph's a nice spin to that ball, popped up into the air. Mann into the middle. Newman punched it with the right arm to keep it up as Nold sends it over. Now Mann backpedaling. Messer to the back row, dig for Aspen Peterson, set to Newman. Back to Jamestown. Nold setting right side for Trumbauer, and it's blocked up front by the Saints. Gerving and Messer combine on the block for St. Mary's to make it 1-1 in set 2. It's Mikey Messer. Lexi Gerving now serves at Riley Joseph. Nice dig, put it back to the middle for McKenna Nold, who sets up Birdie Newman. Really nice play by Riley Joseph to set up the rest of the Blue Jay offense there. Jamestown gets the kill. Newman's second of the match. 2-1 Jamestown in set 2, 1-0 in the match in favor of the Blue Jays. Near side Armstrong, stuffed initially. Now in the middle for Messer, popped up by McKenna Knoll, backing up. Otley sets it left. Newman turns it over, and now Mann shoves it into the sky. Left side for Spees. Newman on the dig, and a free ball coming back from Jamestown. Back to the Saints. Mann shoves it far side of the court. Spees one more time. She got blocked initially. Blue Jays send it towards the back corner and down for the point. Newman will get credit for that kill for Jamestown. Just heads up play. Saw the Saints were drawn in rotation defensively, and she hit the back right corner. Otley too strong on that serve. Just a little bit too much zip for Bree Otley. She comes off the floor. Haley Hawkinson in for a moment, and then Aspen Peterson for Haley. 3-2 Blue Jays second set lead, 25-18 set 1 win for Jamestown. Really just capitalized on the plethora of errors made by the Saints. Mann, left side, Spees just shoves it over. Peterson into the air. Newman trying to high point here and rolls towards that back row, and a free ball coming back to the Blue Jays. Peterson for Knoll. Back set, right side. Trumbauer off the blocker and in for the point. 7th assist for McKenna Nold. 2nd kill for Leah Trumbauer. These are unofficial numbers. Just trying to keep track up here as closely as possible. Edie Hagerly serves for Jamestown. Line drive shot and a service ace for Hagerly. Edie Hagerly, like we saw with Mann early on, this is a tough serve to try and get down. It's got spin to it and speed. Lethal combination. Armstrong to the back row at Peterson. Here's Hagerly, left for Newman, off the tape and down for the point. Birdie Newman's got 3 kills in this second set. Assist to Edie Hagerly, and it's 6-2 Blue Jays in set 2. Birdie Newman just 1 kill in the opening set. Certainly it's been a point of emphasis maybe for Jamestown to get it to her more often here in set 2. Spees winds up and goes cross court, shakes her head, trying to get her team fired up here on the road in Jamestown. Spees with the kill. She's had a nice match so far for the Saints. Kakowski as well as Schweitzer back on for St. Mary's. Kakowski from the right side. Her serve is into the middle at Aspen Peterson. Hagerly jumps it right off for Birdie Newman. Point for the Saints, they'll say, as Newman on the attack here must have made contact underneath the net. Kukowski to serve again, 6-4, second set lead for the Blue Jays. Kukowski serve is at the back row. Riley Joseph. Hagerly has to track it down, then punched over by Knoll. Kukowski, left side. Spees winds up. Popped in the air by the blockers at Jamestown. Now it's Knoll, near side attack for Birdie Newman. She's on fire right now for the Blue Jays. 5th kill for Newman overall. 4th kill here in set 2 for Birdie Newman. And she'll step back to the service line. Newman, we talked to her after the match last week in the win over Minot. Very few words, but she is a very strong leader on this Blue Jay team. Kinley Anderson with the swing for Jamestown up front. Kukowski onto the front low, left side. Spees off the right hand of McKenna Knoll, drops it in for the kill. It's been Spees versus Newman in this second set. Spees serves from the right side into the middle at Aspen Peterson. Nold for Anderson on the back set, and a block for Gerving up front. Back-to-back points for St. Mary's makes it 7-6 Jamestown in set 2. Spees again to serve. Right down the line, handcuffed Benet Franck. Jamestown still finds a way to get it over. Gerving into the air. Blockers there for Jamestown. Back to Kukowski. Gerving, soft touch, knocked down. McKenna Knoll and Kinley Anderson with the block. Point Jamestown. McKenna Knoll leads the Blue Jays in blocks in the West Region this season. She had 5 coming into the match tonight, which was 4 more than any other Blue Jay. Aspen Peterson serves. Kukowski behind her. Schweitzer down the line, got a touch and in for the point. That one was long, and Jamestown not touched it. But they got that touch either on the front row or Peterson trying to keep it alive. Krenz on the serve. Nold, left-handed tap over the line. Comes back at Jamestown. Nold into the air for Hawkinson. Spun weird off her right hand, but she gets it over that net line. Spees attacks the back row at Peterson. Newman for Hawkinson. Rolled over by the Blue Jays. Kukowski left for Gerving off the palm of her hand. Now Hagerly into the middle. Haley Hawkinson. Point for Jamestown. Trumbauer into the set for the Blue Jays. Hawkinson's second kill. Now McKenna Knoll off the top of the net, nearly got it to die down just over that net line. Back to Jamestown. Knoll for Franck, near side. Her swing a little bit off for the Blue Jays. 9-8 Jays on top in the second set. Armstrong and Mann return for St. Mary's. 9-8 Blue Jays lead in the second set, 25-18 in set 1 in favor of Jamestown. Hawkinson, big swing with the right arm, now off to the opposite side. Gerving finds that spot in the back row for the Saints. Point for St. Mary's makes it 9-9 in set 2. So Jamestown a little bit out of character right now. Man stays put on the serve at Newman. Knoll for Hawkinson. Blockers to it initially. Gerving, soft tap, cross court. Newman digs. Knoll for Hawkinson off the blockers. Came back on the Blue Jay side. Newman pushed it into the air. Knoll for Hawkinson and rolled back over. Good opportunity here up the middle. Messer dug by Birdie Newman. Peterson was right there, and then Franck a tad too far on the swing. Point for St. Mary's. Saints up 10-9 now in set 2. Mann cross-court at Aspen Peterson. Blue Jays struggling a little bit with Mann's serve. Gerving Another big swing. This one came right back to St. Mary's, then shoved over. Peterson, left. Franck pushed it over. Now Mann back setting right side, right at Aspen Peterson on the dig. Haley Hawkinson with a swing, too far, no touch. Point Saints. They've rattled off 4 in a row, and Sarah Hagerly wants a timeout for Jamestown. Blue Jays reeling a little bit in the second set. St. Mary's 11, Jamestown 9, 1-0 Blue Jays in the match. We're back in 30 seconds.
This is Clint with RM Stout. It's been a long road, but the auto industry is beginning to turn. We've noticed an uptick in new lot inventory. It's been years since we've seen this many new vehicles on the lot. With more new vehicles available, prices of used cars have and will continue to decrease, with nearly 100 used trucks and SUVs to choose from here at RM Stout. If you still don't find what you're looking for, we can special order one of our 35 new car models within our 6 brands. I'll let you do the math, but from what I can tell, we have plenty of options for you to upgrade your ride at RM Stout for the best value.
Your home for the Jamestown Blue Jays. AM 1400 KQDJ Jamestown and 107.1 K296 HH Jamestown.
Blue Jays up 1-0 in the match, but trail 11-9 in set 2. Jaron Matheny with you, 107.1 AM 1400, online at newsdakota.com and streaming with video tonight on our Jamestown 107.1 Sports YouTube page. Well, the Blue Jays have dropped 4 consecutive points here, and now Jamestown with Mann serving for the Saints, looking for something on the offensive side. McKenna Nold setting into the middle of the Saints defense. Big swing and a kill for Messer out of the Blue Jay timeout. So 12-9 Saints. Mann light on this serve. Gerving punches it in, but missed it wide. Point Jamestown. Big swing by Gerving, but can't get the point for the Saints. Blue Jays, that's a huge point here. Stops a 5-0 run. Riley Joseph, light serve is over. Mann into the air, left side attack is tapped. And back to Jamestown. Peterson sets it up for Newman and got it off the blockers and in for the point. Birdie Newman has the kill. 12-11 Saints in set 2. Riley Joseph serves again for Jamestown. Trying to even this one up at 12. Into the middle for Mann. Back set right. Gerving winds up. Peterson digs it off the back row. Newman will get one more swing here. Back to Jamestown. Nold shoves it over. Backpedaling, and now Mann sets it up left for Gerving. Another swing down the line. Nold into the air. Peterson left. Hawkinson off the tape. Doesn't find the court. Punched over cross court by Armstrong. Now Trumbauer, soft touch, didn't quite get it to drop in. Gerving kept it in the air and got the point for St. Mary's. That's a frustrating one if you're Jamestown. That was a point they could have had. Ball just did not ricochet the way they wanted it to. I think Aspen Peterson's a little frustrated on the back row. So Gerving serves into the middle. Peterson digs it out. Nold, right side. Hawkinson. Now Mann to the left. Spees winds up and goes cross-court at Joseph. She's got it. Nold for Newman. Down the line and in. Birdie Newman cannot be stopped here in set 2. Jamestown just got to keep getting her the ball. 6 kills in the second set here for Bernadette Newman. Bree Otley is on for Jamestown. 13-12 deficit for the Blue Jays. Messer, left side, Spees, soft touch over. Otley kept it alive. Blue Jays punch it over, right back to Jamestown. A dig for Riley Joseph. Armstrong sends it back. Now Nold, left, Newman rolls it over the top. Mann into the middle. Messer, dug by Joseph. Nold, left. Newman, how about another? Birdie Newman is lighting Jerry Meyer Arena on fire right now. 7th kill of set 2. 13-13 in the second set. Jamestown and St. Mary's WDA volleyball action on this Thursday evening. Spees blocked up front. Trumbauer and Anderson on the far side with the stop. And now Blue Jays serving Bree Otley. Trying to put Jamestown at 15. Blue Jays now lead by a point. Otley right at Krins on the serve. Spees off the base of her hand and over. Otley sets from the back row. Left side for Bernadette Newman. Are you kidding me? One kill in the opening set. Newman has 8 kills in set 2. And Jamestown leads 15-13, forcing a Saints timeout. We'll step aside back in 30 seconds with more Blue Jay Volleyball.
New CNA wage. You could start at $21.25 per hour at SMP Health Ave Maria. Join our friendly team of healthcare professionals with no mandatory overtime, a 1-to-7 staffing ratio, paid time off, and excellent benefits including 401k. And wait, did we mention the $5,000 sign-on bonus for full-time CNA positions? Apply online at smphealth.org/Ave Maria. Again, earn $21.25 an hour starting at SMP Health Ave Maria of Jamestown. Apply at smphealth.org/Ave Maria.
15-13 Blue Jays in the second set. Jamestown on top after a nice little comeback here in the second set. Birdie Newman's got 8 kills in set 2. Jamestown 107.1 AM 1400. If you're watching on YouTube tonight, big thanks to our presenting video sponsor, Gun and Reel Sports. Everything you need your sports fixins in Jamestown, head on over to Gun and Reel Sports. Brianna Otley serving with the Jays up by 2 in the second set. Right back towards Jamestown's end and in for the point, St. Mary's. They were miscommunication, something. They didn't have anything set up initially there, but just a nice right hand. Gets it over the net line, and sometimes that's all you need to do. Spees. Make that Mikey Messer back in serving. Soft serve and dies in for the ace. 15-15, Jamestown and St. Mary's locked up in set 2. Mikey Messer punches this one at Birdie Newman. Knoll off a back foot. Trumbauer hits it over. Now Mann setting right side Armstrong. Cross court at Knoll. Peterson into the air. Newman just turns it over for Jamestown. Mann sets it up left side. Spees missed it. Tried to go down the line and curled it too far towards the student section. Point Jamestown. Edie Hagerly is on for the Blue Jays. And she's now serving for Jamestown in the 16-15 advantage in set 2. Hagerly off the top of the tape on the serve. Near side Armstrong, dug out by Joseph. Peterson, free ball, got it back over. We got a whistle and 4 touches called against Jamestown. Student section didn't like it. I didn't see the extra ricochet that the official saw. Thought Peterson was the 3rd one to touch it, and she dug it off the court to get it over on a free pass. 16 all, and a service ace for St. Mary's. Kikowski grabs the ace and the lead for the Saints in this second set. 17-16, St. Mary's on top. Kikowski, this one is too wide. It's an error. Point Blue Jays, 17 all. You're looking for a long run at the service line for either one of these sides here to end set 2. Newman, cross court, spin on the serve. Near side Spees goes off the blockers and over. Hagerly to the left. Franck, cross court, dug out. Kikowski sets up left side for Messer. Now a back set, Hagerly. Open window for McKenna Nold, and she powers it home. 5th assist for Edie Hagerly, 4th kill for McKenna Nold, her first of the second set. 18-17 Jamestown. That worked beautifully for the Blue Jays, and Edie Hagerly back setting to Nold, and she got a great look at the floor before she sent that one down. Newman serves from the opposite side of the floor this time. Schweitzer to the back row. Peterson to it first. Now Hagerly left side. Benet Franck. It's in. Point Jamestown. Fourth kill for Franck makes it 19-17 Jamestown in set 2. 1-0 in the match, 25-18 first set victory for the Blue Jays. Both Coach Hagerly as well as Coach Bickler have a timeout remaining in set 2 as Newman nearly got an ace, handcuffed Gerving. This is just right back to Jamestown. Peterson, Hagerly, Anderson in the middle. 3-0 run for the Blue Jays. Anderson on the kill. And the Saints looking at their bench right now. They may need a timeout. No timeout taken. 20-17. Should say it's a 4-0 run for Jamestown. Now 20-17. Kikowski sets up Messer on the back row. Too far. Attack air. Saints are looking to the sideline right now. 21-17 Blue Jays. Birdie Newman stays flat-footed, and a service error this time from Newman. Stops a 5-0 run from Jamestown here in the second set. 21-18, that was what the Blue Jays needed at the service line. Lydia Spees to serve for St. Mary's. Looking at a 2-0 deficit potentially. McKenna Nold left for Benet Franck. Blocked initially, Franck got it back over and then punched down and in for the point. Matea Messer with a kill for the Saints. 21-19. Jamestown in the second. Spees serving again. Right serve is over at Benet Franck. Near side attack for McKenna Nold, and wrong side of the antenna. That one went over by Nold. Point for the Saints makes it 21-20. Spees serves as the Saints are now in the midst of a 3-0 run. Jump serve at Aspen Peterson on the back row. Hagerly left for McKenna Nold. She used the left hand to tap it over. Back row, now Schweitzer up front, sent it too far, trying to go cross court, and didn't have a great angle on it. Point for the Blue Jays, and it's now 22-20 Jamestown in set 2. Aspen Peterson serves. Line shot at the back row, it's Spees. Kikowski, now back row attack over from Messer. Nice dig out from Edie Hagerly, and Benet Franck capitalizes, gets the kill. 5 kills for Benet tonight. 23-20 Blue Jays in the second. Birdie Newman has 8 kills in this second set. See if Jamestown can get it to her down the stretch. Lexi Gerving has been the response on the other side for the Saints. She's got another kill here in set 2. 23-21 as these two sides jockey back and forth late in the second set. Koya Krenz, the libero from straight on. Into the middle, Newman. Nold sets it over, but the defense ready for the Saints. Schweitzer lines up, sends it cross court at Edie Hagerly. Aspen Peterson left for Newman. Soft touch over from Franck, rather. Into the middle, Messer, big swing, finds it. Point Saints, 23-22 Jamestown. Second set winding towards a close. Every point so crucial. Krenz serves once again. High into the sky, Franck to it first, Hagerly, back set right. McKenna Nold off the blockers, off the net, and down for the point. Hagerly on the assist, Nold on the kill. That's Nold's 5th kill, and now she serves at set point. 24-22 Jamestown in the second. Nold serve. Kikowski in the middle, left for Gerving. She left it short. Attack air. Point Blue Jays. Set Blue Jays. Second set belongs to Jamestown, and this match 2-0 in favor of the Blue Jays. We'll step aside, 2.5-minute break. When we return, set 3 action here from Jerry Meyer Arena. Jamestown wins set 2, 25-22. Jays are up 2-0 in the match. 107.1 AM 1400 online at newsdakota.com. Streaming with video tonight, courtesy of Gun and Reel Sports.
There's only one place to go when you need to fill up. Your hometown Cenex store Superstop. Whether you're filling up with gasoline or beverages or snacks, you can be sure that you will get helpful, energetic service. That's because Cenex stores are locally owned with a long tradition of serving communities in this part of the country. And they sell high-quality gasoline and diesel fuels that you can depend on. Cenex, our energy comes through. Get a Superstop gas discount card and receive 3 cents off with every fill-up. Superstop, North Jamestown.
No matter where you live, you should have access to high-quality health care. Jamestown Regional Medical Center's orthopedic and sports medicine team offers care for hips, shoulders, knees, and toes. When an injury occurs, teams need care quickly. That's why the JRMC orthopedic team promises same-day and next-day appointments. Schedule direct at jrmcnd.com or call 952-4878.
Jamestown Regional Medical Center will never stop building for you.
How are you doing? Really? How are you doing? Are you taking the time to check in on you? A real check-in. Scheduling a wellness visit is an easy way to take care of yourself. At Essentia Health, we want to know how you're doing. We want to help. Whether it's face-to-face or a virtual appointment, the right care is waiting for you. We'll listen, assess how you are, and get you back on track. It's always good to check in. Care like nowhere else. Essentia Health. Schedule online at essentiahealth.org.
Hey, I heard you're having knee surgery soon.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to the recovery and I have no idea where to go.
In North Dakota, we can go wherever we want for physical therapy.
Wait, even without a doctor's referral?
Even without a doctor's referral. It's what I did after my knee surgery.
Well, where did you go?
I went to Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness. The staff is so fun and all of their PTs have their doctorate in physical therapy. My PT tailored my rehab to my specific goals so that I was able to get back to doing the things that I love.
To get started on your road to recovery, call 952-2739 for Jamestown or 883-5611 for the Lemoore Clinic.
Your home for the Jamestown Blue Jays. AM 1400 KQDJ Jamestown and 107.1 K296 HH Jamestown.
Blue Jays lead 2-0 in the match on St. Mary's, 25-18 in set one, 25-22 in the second set. Jamestown on top 2-0 as the Blue Jays in search of their 11th win of the season and 4th WDA victory in 5 tries this year. Saints will need 5 sets tonight in order to come back and get their first West Region win of the season. Jaron Matheny here on 107.1 and NewsDakota.com. We're streaming live with video on YouTube tonight as we start the third set. Gerving on the attack for St. Mary's left side, but Franck off the bottom part of her palm, and she missed it wide. Franck does have 5 kills this evening, but some attack errors and some different spots have been tough for Jamestown tonight. But how about that second set for Birdie Newman? 8 kills in set 2 for Newman. She was on absolute fire, and a reach over the net for the Saints just gave Jamestown a free point. Riley Joseph on. She serves with Jamestown in front, 2-0 in the match, tied 1-1 here in set 3. Near side attack, Gerving popped it up into the sky. Trumbauer to it first. Riley Joseph now for Newman. Handcuffed, Gerving left, and now she goes back row at Aspen Peterson. Kept up by McKenna Nold. Hawkinson free balls it over. Mann setting up Messer, dropped it in for the point. Miscommunication by Jamestown here to begin set 3. Gerving serves at Aspen Peterson. McKenna Nold in the middle for Bernadette Newman. Handcuffed on the attack of Gerving, but right back to Jamestown. Newman, one more shot. Gerving into the air. She'll hit it from the back row, and not enough strength to it. Did not get it over the net line. Point Blue Jays. It's 2-2 in the third. Brianna Otley is now into the set for the Blue Jays. Otley and Jamestown regained the lead in set 2 while she was there. There's a service ace for Bree Otley. Three to 2 Jamestown in the third. Bree Otley At the back row, serve and give her another one. Point Jamestown. Great work from Otley at the service line. Earns the point for the Blue Jays. 4-2, Jamestown in the third. Bree Otley once again over and nearly another ace. This one back for Otley in the middle. McKenna Nold sets up Kinley Anderson and too far. Jamestown was looking for a touch up front, not going to get one. St. Mary's on the point. Otley comes off after the ace and putting some nice pressure on the Saints. Mikey Messer at the service line. Nold in the middle, near side Anderson off a back foot, rolls it over. Now left for Spee, she got stuffed. Leah Trumbauer and Kinley Anderson have been quite the battery on that far side of the floor for the Blue Jays in terms of the blocks. Trumbauer and Anderson really creating a lot of havoc on that other side for St. Mary's. 5-3 Blue Jays in the third. Edie Hagerly is on. She's got a service ace tonight for Jamestown. Nice strong serve at Messer. Man left for Spees, nearly dumped down by McKenna Nold. Now backpedaling, this one hit cross court at Hagerly. Nold left, dropped it in. Saints did not see it, and McKenna Nold will get a point off the set. Not what she was really intending to do, though. Set it up onto the near side of the floor, and trying to see the number on that back there. Looks like Abby Funk is in. She just did not see the volleyball. Newman punched it to keep it alive for Jamestown, but the Blue Jays will let that one drop in, and would have been too many touches anyway. 6-4. Jamestown leads in the third set. Kukowski back on for Funk. Schweitzer returns. Kukowski. Cross-court serve is at Birdie Newman, and she dropped it in. Dug it out. Got the nice soft touch to it. Jamestown gets the point. Riley Joseph is pumped up. 7-4 Blue Jays in the third. Good reason for Riley to be pumped up. Jamestown's had a couple of points just kind of drop their way in this third set. Nearly got another there. This push towards the back row. Hagerly off for Franck. Two hands over, left side Speed shoves it too far. Attack air by the Saints, point Jamestown. It's 8-4 in the third in favor of the Blue Jays, and the Saints want a timeout. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. Back with more Blue Jay volleyball after this. 107.1 AM 1400 News, Dakota.com, and streaming with video on YouTube.
At Unison Bank, we provide financial solutions for customers to meet their needs today and achieve their dreams tomorrow. From personal banking services like checking accounts, mortgage, and auto loans, to business banking services, at Unison Bank, we offer financial solutions with prompt responses and quality service. Visit unisonbank.com for more information. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Haley Hawkinson, and you're tuned in to Blue Jay Volleyball on KQDJ.
KQDJ AM, Jamestown 107.1 FM, 1400 AM, NewsDakota.com, and Jamestown 107.1 Sports on YouTube this evening, courtesy of Gun and Reel Sports. Jaron Matheny, happy to be with you. It is 8-4 Blue Jays in the third set. Jamestown leads 2-0 in the match here against St. Mary's. Saints are trying to avoid dropping down to 500 on the season, while the Blue Jays can get 10 games above the 500 mark with a win. Serve is over for Newman. Kukowski to the left side. Schweitzer ricochets it off the blockers. Nold and Anderson to get the kill. Spees. Right side of the floor. Jump serve, didn't get enough. Just too many mistakes right now from the Saints. Shooting themselves in the foot right now. Aspen Peterson in that libero blue jersey serving for Jamestown. She'll back up all the way to the baseline before she hits this one over. Schweikert tried to set, punched over by the Saints. Hagerly in the middle, looking for Hawkinson. She got stuffed initially, and Jamestown couldn't get that ball back over the net. Blocked for the Saints. Point for St. Mary's makes it 9-6 in the third. Jamestown still in front, 2-0 in the match as well. Koya Krenz, strong serve at Newman in the back row. Nold got a clean set off to the right side for Franck. Jamestown will shuffle defensively on that front row as Gerving taps it over. Newman backing up, lost her balance, and she found a way to get it back over. It's been the Birdie Newman game, folks. Gerving drops it right in front of her for the point. 9-7, Jamestown leads in set 3. Krenz serving once again. Newman is just having a lot of fun on that back row with Aspen Peterson. 2-0 lead in the match for Jamestown. This is over at Newman. Hagerly, left side, Franck, big swing, not quite down yet. Comes back over to Jamestown. Hagerly, right, soft touch for McKenna Nold. Again, back to the Blue Jays. This one to Schweitzer, and she finished it off. Jamestown had 2 or 3 chances there to get the point. Good defense from the Saints and resilience at the end. St. Mary's back within a point. Serve is over. Franck winding up off the set. Now Kukowski, left side, looking for Gerving. Strong push. Blockers kept it in place for Jamestown as Newman pushes over. Now Kukowski looking in the middle for Messer. Too far. Point for the Blue Jays. Back row judge on the opposite side called it in. Did not call a touch. And the official just looking at him kind of laughing a little bit. Not his call on that back row from the opposite side of the floor. McKenna Nold serving for Jamestown. Gerving off the base of her hand and over. Peterson up left for Franck. Now Kukowski. Left side Gerving hit the net, dropped it in. Point Saints. That makes it 10-9 here in set 3. Funk back in. And Gabby Mann returns as well. Gabby Mann serves. Sent into the middle by Trumbauer. Left side back for Hawkinson. Popped up by Newman. Nold will get one more set off to the right for Leah Trumbauer. Jamestown punched it up. Saints finish it off, though, once again. A couple of ricochet shots ping-ponging around. And Jamestown has given up that 4-point cushion that they did have. It's now 10-10 in the third. Both these sides searching for 15 more points. Jamestown looking for a sweep this evening. Back row attack from Newman. Off left, Gerving over. Peterson digs it out. Now Franck, soft touch. Into the middle, Mann for Messer, and in. Saints have the lead in set 3, 11-10. And a timeout coming for Jamestown. We'll take the quick break with them. 30 seconds, and we're back with more Blue Jay volleyball in set 3. But Jamestown trailing now 11-10 in the third set.
Where do teams go to get their custom printed apparel?
Originals!
Where do companies go to get their corporate logo printed on shirts, caps, and jackets?
Originals, of course.
And where do fans go to get their Blue Jay and Jimmy apparel either off the rack or single-piece prints?
Originals! Originals!
There you have it, folks. For custom printed apparel, embroidery, and work apparel, it's Originals, 216 First Avenue, downtown Jamestown. Open 9 to 5 weekdays.
Blue Jays trailing in the third set by a score of 11-10. Jaron Matheny, glad to be with you. Jamestown 107.1 AM 1400. Online at newsdakota.com and streaming with video on our Jamestown 107.1 Sports YouTube page this evening. Thanks to Gun and Reel Sports for being the presenting sponsor of our video stream. Gabby Mann serves for St. Mary's with the Saints up by a point in the third set. They trail 2-0 in this match. Haley Hawkinson just past the back row. Attack air for Jamestown, and it's a point to St. Mary's. Saints now lead 12-10. Mann punches that serve over, and how about a service ace for the Saints? 13-10, St. Mary's. Mann has forced some trouble on the Jamestown side with her Rocket serves. Another one over. Hawkinson winds up, hit it too far. Attack air. 14-10 Saints. Jamestown falling apart here in the third set. Substitution. Edie Hagerly is in for Leah Trumbauer. Mann serves right at Hagerly. She had trouble with it. Free ball back by McKenna Knoll. Mann in the middle. Messer winds up, gets another kill. Saints have taken full control in the third set. Still trail 2-0 in the match. Trumbauer back in for Edie Hagerly just like that. Mann, light serve into the middle. Jamestown again having to free ball over off the serve. Mann sets out wide for Gerving. Soft touch to Peterson. Nold, right, Trumbauer just popped it over. Now Mann for the back row for Krenz. Her shot does find the right angle. Jamestown all over the place, and Hawkinson too strong again. 16-10 Saints. Blue Jays, they'll talk it over one more time. Another 30-second break. We're back after this.
The Honda ATV lineup is here to prove it's possible to work smarter and harder. With the power to get the job done, the technology to make it easier, and tried and tested quality to keep you moving forward. Find the Honda ATV that fits your needs at Gun & Reel Sports on 1st Street West in downtown Jamestown. Then you'll start to understand how life is better on a Honda. For riders 16 years of age and older, Honda recommends that all ATV riders take a training course and read the owner's manual thoroughly.
Hi, this is Aspen Peterson, and you're listening to Blue Jay Volleyball on Jamestown 107.1.
16-10, Saints the lead in set 3. It's 2-0 in the match in favor of the Blue Jays. Saints serving once again. Gabby Mann from the right side of the floor. Served at the Blue Jay back row. Nold up into the air for Benet Franck, and a block up front. Saints have just blasted through Jamestown now in the third set all of a sudden. It got the last 8 points. Blue Jays led 8-4 at one point in this set. 13 of the last 15 points have belonged to St. Mary's. Franck, tap, blocked. Saints have all the mojo right now. 18-10 in set 3. St. Mary's will at least force a fourth set, and Jamestown is all out of whack. Service ace. Trumbauer and Newman, no communication on who was getting that serve from Gabby Mann, who's now rattled off 9 straight. Make it 10. Blue Jays just can't get the serve figured out of Mann right now. Newman just said something in the huddle for Jamestown. Mann serving at Aspen Peterson. McKenna Nold into the middle for Benet Franck. Now right side, Funk with the swing. Cross court at Nold. Hagerly into the air. And off left, Benet Franck still can't stop this huge run by St. Mary's. Mann left for Gerving, tapped over. Nold keeps it alive and just pushes it over. Jamestown hasn't had a swing, it feels like, in the last 10 points. Nold, Hawkinson tapped it with the left hand, shoved towards the back corner. Peterson digs it. Benet Franck left side, blocked, point Saints. 21-10, St. Mary's in the third. This may be a point where you just give up this third set if you're Jamestown. Reset your mind for set 4. Mann with a service ace. Edie Hagerly's coming right out, it looked like, and instead Benet Franck is going to come out. Jamestown will try to do something new, but the Blue Jays are trailing 22-10 in the third set. Soft tap is in. Point Blue Jays. Jamestown ends that 12-0 run by the Saints. (22-11) though in the third. Riley Joseph serves for the Blue Jays. Again, down by 11 here in the third set after they had a 4-point lead early on. Newman winds up off the blocker and in. Her first kill of the third set is her 10th kill of the match, 22-12. Riley Joseph serves on a loft, over. Man into the air for Gerving, soft touch at McKenna Nold. Hagerly, left side, Newman, cross court in. Well, you wouldn't think it was 22-13 here in the third set by the way the student section is reacting on the other side as Jamestown tries to mount a huge run of their own. 11 points in a row rattled off by the Saints here in this third set. They've gotten commanding lead, but a shot goes wide, make it 22-14. You just never know, do you? Never know what you're going to see in this sport. Jamestown rattles off the next 10 points. I might lose my mind up here. Into the middle, blocked up front, Birdie Newman and Haley Hawkinson. Juliana Krebs got on the floor for Jamestown, got the kill to stop that 11-0 run, and since then, Jamestown has rattled off 4 consecutive points. Riley Joseph serves again. Man into the air, left side, just rolled over by Funk. Peterson for Newman off left at Krenz. Man in the middle, Messer stuffed initially, pushed it over. Hagerly for Hawkinson, it's in! Haley Hawkinson! Jamestown on a 6-0 run. Saints will call a timeout. St. Mary's went on an 11-0 spurt. All of a sudden, the Saints here in set 3 after having a 12-point cushion, a little bit more on the weary side. So Jamestown, this is what Coach Hagerly was talking about. Fighting, battling, grit, toughness. Finding a way. And they want to win this third set. That's clear. It's Riley Joseph back to serve again. Joseph, Peterson, Nold with Newman, Hawkinson, and Hagerly. 22-16, Blue Jays trail in the third set. 6-0 run here for the Jays. After a 10-0 run by the Saints, Newman just missed that right-hand touch. Ends the 6-0 run and probably gives St. Mary's this set. 23-16, Gerving serves. At Riley Joseph, ace for Gerving. And while it was a good effort there from Jamestown, you just cannot give up double-digit points in a row at any point in any set and expect to be able to come back and win. Nold off left side, Hawkinson winds up, gets it off the blocker and in for the point. Haley Hawkinson with the kill. We'll see at least set point number 2. (24-17), Bree Otley serves at the back row. Krenz had it. Now left side attack, too strong, too far for Lydia Spees. Point Blue Jays, 24-18. Here's set point number 3. Bree Otley continues to serve for Jamestown. Otley's serve is over. There's a start. Man into the middle. Messer got it. Point Saints. Set Saints, 25-18. St. Mary's takes the third set, and we are headed to a fourth set tonight here at Jerry Meyer Arena. We'll be back in 2.5 minutes with more Blue Jay volleyball. St. Mary's 25-18 over Jamestown in the third set. Blue Jays lead the match 2-1.
Before you can start building a business, you have to build a business. You know, a building, A storefront, a facility, new or addition. Problem is, you're too busy taking care of business. You don't have time to meet with a planner, a contractor, and suppliers. But if you wait any longer, you're going to start losing business. Enter Hillerud Construction. They're in the business of building business. Quality commercial construction saves you time, stress, and money so you can get on with your business. Visit hillerudconstruction.com.
Where do you find the friendliest staff, largest selection, lowest prices, and the freshest produce? Hugo's in Jamestown. But what if you can't go to the store? Hugo's Family Marketplace offers online shopping. You can shop all the departments and all the sales at GoHugos.com. Choose pickup or Hugo's delivery service, and they'll do the in-store shopping for you. Hugo's Family Marketplace online shopping at GoHugos.com.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
When it comes to farm equipment, there's no such things as an inexpensive repair, and there's no downtime. That's why it pays to get the Cenex Total Protection Plan warranty. It gives you unsurpassed coverage with no deductible for up to 10 years, 10,000 hours. Plus, you'll be protecting your equipment with Cenex premium fuels and lubricants. You can even get the Total Protection Plan for your used equipment. Contact Gary at Creative Energy in Jamestown, your certified Cenex distributor today.
Hey, I heard you're having knee surgery soon.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to the recovery, and I have no idea where to go.
In North Dakota, we can go wherever we want for physical therapy.
Wait, even without a doctor's referral?
Even without a doctor's referral. It's what I did after my knee surgery.
Well, where did you go?
I went to Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness. The staff is so fun, and all of their PTs had their doctorate in physical therapy. My PT tailored my rehab to my specific goals so that I was able to get back to doing the things that I love.
To get started on your road to recovery, call 952-2739 for Jamestown or 883-5611 for the Lemoore Clinic.
Two Rivers Printing is your local source for anything printed on paper. As a full-service print shop, they offer quick print services for all kinds of posters, flyers, and business forms. They also print banner signs, invitations, cookbooks, thank you cards, and more. They can also do wide format printing in matte, gloss, blueprints, and vinyl. With decades of experience, you know it will be done quickly and done right. Call Two Rivers Printing at 251-1266 at the end of 10th Street in Jamestown.
And we're on to set 4 here in the West Region. Jamestown 2-1 lead in the match over St. Mary's. Jays took the first 2 sets, 25-18, 25-22. Set 3 belonged to St. Mary's, 25-18. A double-digit run by the Saints in the third set. And now here we go. Set 4, Gabby Mann serve. She was at the service line for 11 consecutive points for the Saints. She served for 10 of them. Right at Newman, left side Hawkinson. Soft tap is over, dug out, and now it's far side Gerving. Into the middle, McKenna Nold. Near side, Benet Franck, cross court and in. Franck's got the kill, 10th assist unofficially for McKenna Nold this evening. Benet Franck, that's kill number 6. Riley Joseph serves into the middle of the Saints defense on the back row. Messer dug out by Peterson. Back set by Birdie Newman. Drops in for the point. Newman kind of willed Jamestown to a set 2 victory. Jays got off to a good start in set 3. They led 8-4. And then St. Mary's scored 21 of the last 31 points. Riley Joseph service error as she goes down that same side. Missed it wide. Now Gerving to serve. Junior outside hitter Lexi Gerving. McKenna Nold left side, Haley Hawkinson, soft touch. Now right, Funk just sends it over with 2 hands. Into the air, Joseph for Nold, left hand, Hawkinson batted around, and then 4 touches on Jamestown. Point for the Saints, 2-2 in the 4th. Set 4 of a possible 5 here at Jerry Meyer Arena. McKenna Nold up for Birdie Newman. She's been the best player tonight for Jamestown. Newman has been consistently reliable option on offense, especially in set 2. 13 kills for Newman tonight. Bree Otley back in serving. Right at Gerving, near side attack for Messer. Cross court at McKenna-Nold. Anderson into the air. Newman bats it behind her head to push it over the net. Up front, Anderson had a jump at it. Free ball coming back towards Jamestown. Otley for Nold in the middle. Right side, Trumbauer too strong. Missed long, did Leah Trumbauer. Otley off as Peterson then comes in for Hawkinson. 3-3 in the fourth set. 2-1 in the match in favor of Jamestown. And the Blue Jays were knocked out in the state qualifier match last year by the Saints side. Free ball from Newman. Mann, far side of the floor, Spees. Cross court pushed up in the air by Riley Joseph. Free ball back from McKenna-Nold. Mann out wide, Spees, one more shot. It was blocked up front initially by Jamestown. Now a back row attack by Messer. Finds Peterson. Knoll, left side. Newman, cross court and in. Kill number 14 for Bernadette Newman. If you haven't come out to Jerry Meyer Arena this year to see Birdie Newman play yet, and to see these Blue Jays play, you're missing out in a big way, because Newman, from what we've seen so far this season and the teams we've seen here in Jamestown, she's the best volleyball player in the state so far. 4 touches on St. Mary's. Point for Jamestown makes it 5-3 Blue Jays. They'll actually call a lift on the Saints. Either way, it would have resulted in 4 touches. Point Jamestown, Edie Hagerly serving. Nice line drive shot from Hagerly. Man in the middle, left side for Spees. Popped up by Hagerly on the dig. Left attack for Newman. Cross court and in. Kissed the line. Birdie Newman, 15 kills. 6-3 Jamestown in the fourth set. Again, it was 8-4 Jays in the third set, and then the Saints came marching back in. Service ace for Edie Hagerly. Point Blue Jays. It's 7-3. 2-1 match lead, 7-3 set lead, Edie Hagerly. Sophomore setter too strong after the ace commits a service error going long. Landing in the restricted area for basketball, that half circle. Probably about 3 to 5 feet just beyond the line. 7-4 Jamestown as Kikowski serves in the second set, and Aspen Peterson. Hagerly. Left-handed touch for McKenna-Nold, gets the kill. Point Blue Jays, Hagerly, that's her 10th assist. And Birdie Newman serves once again. 8-4 in the fourth, Blue Jays on top. Newman serves at the back row. Kikowski for Gerving, and there's Lexi Gerving again. Just soft little placement. Hit it strong off the base of her hand and put it in the perfect spot against the Blue Jays defensively. 8-5, now it's Lydia Spees. Up and over, Nold, back tap, left hand, kill, point, Jamestown. Nifty work from McKenna-Nold. We've seen her set into the middle a couple times. That's the first look we've got at Nold on a second touch, going just one-handed. 9-5 in the fourth. Blue Jays lead it. Aspen Peterson, and a service error by Peterson off the serve. Point for St. Mary's. Messer comes out. Krenz serves. 9-6. Jamestown up in the fourth. Haley Hawkinson, left hand rejected. Long run, bodies bouncing into each other for the Blue Jays, and a point for St. Mary's. Newman and Franck collided. 9-7 in the fourth. Krenz continues to serve. It's at Peterson. Hagerly left, Benet Franck. Ricocheted off a couple of Saints' hands. Jamestown able to keep it in the air. Nold for Franck. Left side, blockers. Pushed it up. Jamestown can't get it over. Blue Jays give up the point. Saints back within one. Coach Coach Hagerly claps her hands, trying to will on this Jamestown side. Serve is over at Peterson. Hagerly right for McKenna Nold. She knocked it off of Gerving and gets the kill. Trumbauer in. Blue Jays the first team to reach double digits here in the fourth set. 10-8 Jamestown, 2-1 in the match. Favor of the Blue Jays as well. Kukowski backs up, tapped off left side for Trumbauer. Now Nold near side attack for Benet Franck. Did not, oh, she did get a touch. I was gonna say, felt like that changed directions. Franck gets the touch and the point. Saints went to substitute, but they will not. Well, now they'll be forced to. Funk is in for Kukowski. 11-8, Blue Jays. Kenna Nold, line drive serve and missed it on the same side. Blue Jays have missed a couple serves right down the line, and Coach Hagerly's just not happy. She's got that look on her face of, what are we trying to force the issue right there for? 11-9, Blue Jays in the fourth set. McKenna Nold, left side, Haley Hawkinson, punched up in the air by Krenz, long run, point Jamestown. Maybe Haley Hawkinson will get going and carry Jamestown late in this fourth set. That's just Hawkinson's 5th kill. So used to seeing her rack up close to double digits. But it's been Birdie Newman tonight. 12-9 Blue Jays. In the middle, Messer stuffed initially. Hawkinson and Newman were there. Shove coming over from Krenz. Peterson to Nold. Hawkinson swing, knocked back. Nold back setting for Leah Trumbauer. She punched it into the air to keep it alive. Left side, Gerving. Blockers get to it for Jamestown. Trumbauer and Hawkinson on the rejection. Point Blue Jays, 13-9. Fourth set lead for Jamestown, 2-1 in the match. Riley Joseph is in and serving. Jamestown ahead by 4. Serve is into the middle. Spees touched it first. Left side attack wound up by Funk. She got rejected again. Point Blue Jays on the block. 14-9 Jamestown in the fourth set. And a service ace for Riley Joseph. Saints thought it went long. Jamestown touches the back line, and it's 15-9 Blue Jays in the fourth set. Jamestown looking for 10 more points to get the set and match win over the Saints. We're back in 30 seconds.
This is Clint with RM Stout. It's been a long road, but the auto industry is beginning to turn. We've noticed an uptick in new lot inventory. It's been years since we've seen this many new vehicles on the lot. With more new vehicles available, prices of used cars have and will continue to decrease. With nearly 100 used trucks and SUVs to choose from here at RM Stout. If you still don't find what you're looking for, we can special order one of our 35 new car models within our 6 brands. I'll let you do the math, but from what I can tell, we have plenty of options for you to upgrade your ride at RM Stout for the best value.
Your home for the Jamestown Blue Jays. AM 1400 KQDJ Jamestown and 107.1 K296HH Jamestown.
Riley Joseph serving as we continue in set 4. Blue Jays on top, 15-9, 2-1 lead in the match for Jamestown. Nold sets up Hawkinson, wide open lane. Kill for Haley Hawkinson, point for the Blue Jays. Assist goes to McKenna Nold, and Jamestown has created a 16-9 lead. Joseph serves again, right back to Leah Trumbauer, and the Blue Jays are looking to put away St. Mary's, 17-9. Joseph's serve doesn't make it over that net line. 17-10. Serve is at Riley Joseph. McKenna Nold, back row attack for Joseph. A little bit of trouble with that for the Saints. They free ball back over. Nold out wide. Leah Trumbauer got a piece of the blocker's hands for her 4th kill. Bree Otley back on. It's 18-10 Jamestown. Otley serves at that back row. Krenz a little bit off balance from Spees as she sends it over. Now Nold near side attack. Benet Franck up into the air. Make that Birdie Newman up into the air. Didn't get the kill this time. Back and forth we go as Funk winds up and goes cross court. Nold to it first. Now Otley sets for Newman again. Newman nearly had another kill. It's pushed over by Spees. Otley, Nold in the middle. Kinley Anderson. Nice dig on that back row for St. Mary's. Gerving to it first. Back to Jamestown in this rally. Newman! 16th kill for Bernadette Newman tonight. Otley in a 19-10 4th set lead for Jamestown. Bree Otley has the ace. Hit the antenna on the return back. Point Jamestown 20-10 Blue Jays in set 4. And the Saints looking out. Maybe all she wrote here. We've seen, though, an 11-0 run from St. Mary's at the service line. Just need to get back there as Spees knocks it over. Newman winds up one more time. How about it? Birdie Newman. "17 kills for Bernadette Newman tonight, including 8 in the 2nd set. Otley, another strong serve into the middle. Messer knocks it over. Nold sends it into the sky. Otley, left side. Newman tried to wind up for one more. Couldn't quite get her right hand around on that one. Point for the Saints off the attack here by Jamestown, but it's 21-11 in the 4th set in favor of the Blue Jays. 2-1 in the match. Jamestown, 4 more points will win it. Beat St. Mary's and kind of get this monkey off their back going forward. High serve is over. Noel backing up, back for Newman. And that one lands on the point for Jamestown. Newman with another kill. Newman moves up in that front row as Edie Hagerly is on to serve. Should be 22-11 Jamestown. Left side Spees, blockers there, and this one lands far and out of play. Blockers had a shot there for Jamestown. It's Kikowski now in for the Saints. Schweitzer also on. 22-12 Blue Jays in the 4th set. Newman's got 18 kills tonight for Jamestown to lead the way. Left side, McKenna Nold. She's had a big night as well. Nearly got another kill for her. Pushed over, popped up into the air by Hagerly. Now Peterson for a free ball by Anderson. That was tapped by Schweitzer. Back row attack. Gerving couldn't get it over the net line. Point Jamestown. Blue Jays are 2 points away from a match victory. Nine kills for McKenna Nold tonight is what we have unofficially. Newman serves for Jamestown and point Jamestown, and we have arrived at match point. 24-12 in the 4th set in favor of the Blue Jays. Birdie Newman serves at match point. 18 kills on the night for Newman. Cross court. Now set up in the middle, rolled over by Messer, too far, attack air, point Jamestown, match Jamestown. Blue Jays win it 25-12 in the 4th set. Jamestown improves to 11-1 on the season. Bernadette Newman with 18 kills tonight. Jamestown wins it 3-1 in 4 sets over St. Mary's. 25-18, 25-22, 25-18, and 25-12. We'll be back in a couple minutes with your post-game interview. Blue Jays victorious over St. Mary's. Jamestown Volleyball now 11-1 overall.
This is Clint with RM Stout. It's been a long road, but the auto industry is beginning to turn. We've noticed an uptick in new lot inventory. It's been years since we've seen this many new vehicles on the lot. With more new vehicles available, prices of used cars have and will continue to decrease, with nearly 100 used trucks and SUVs to choose from here at RM Stout. If you still don't find what you're looking for, we can special order one of our 35 new car models within our 6 brands. I'll let you do the math, but from what I can tell, we have plenty of options for you to upgrade your ride at RM Stout for the best value.
New CNA wage. You could start at $21.25 per hour at SMP Health Ave Maria. Join our friendly team of healthcare professionals with no mandatory overtime, a 1-to-7 staffing ratio, paid time off, and excellent benefits including 401k. And wait, did we mention the $5,000 sign-on bonus for full-time CNA positions? Apply online at smphhealth.org/Ave Maria. Again, earn $21.25 an hour starting at SMP Health Ave Maria of Jamestown. Apply at smphhealth.org/Ave Maria.
There's only one place to go when you need to fill up. Your hometown Cenex store Superstop. Whether you're filling up with gasoline or beverages or snacks, you can be sure that you will get helpful, energetic service. That's because Cenex stores are locally owned with a long tradition of serving communities in this part of the country. And they sell high-quality gasoline and diesel fuels that you can depend on. Cenex, our energy comes through. Get a Superstop gas discount card and receive 3 cents off with every fill-up. Superstop, North Jamestown.
No matter where you live, you should have access to high-quality health care. Jamestown Regional Medical Center's orthopedic and sports medicine team offers care for hips, shoulders, knees, and toes. When an injury occurs, teams need care quickly. That's why the JRMC orthopedic team promises same-day and next-day appointments. Schedule direct at jrmcnd.com or call 952-4878.
Jamestown Regional Medical Center will never stop building for you.
How are you doing? Really? How are you doing? Are you taking the time to check in on you? A real check-in. Scheduling a wellness visit is an easy way to take care of yourself. At Essentia Health, we want to know how you're doing. We want to help. Whether it's face-to-face or a virtual appointment, the right care is waiting for you. We'll listen, assess how you are, and get you back on track. It's always good to check in. Care like nowhere else. Essentia Health. Schedule online at essentiahealth.org.
Hey, I heard you're having knee surgery soon.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to the recovery and I have no idea where to go.
In North Dakota, we can go wherever we want for physical therapy.
Wait, even without a doctor's referral?
Even without a doctor's referral. It's what I did after my knee surgery.
Well, where did you go?
I went to Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness. The staff is so fun and all of their PTs have their doctorate in physical therapy. My PT tailored my rehab to my specific goals so that I was able to get back to doing the things that I love.
To get started on your road to recovery, call 952-2739 for Jamestown or 883-5611 for the Lemoore Clinic.
Where do teams go to get their custom printed apparel?
Originals!
Where do companies go to get their corporate logo printed on shirts, caps, and jackets?
Originals, of course.
And where do fans go to get their Blue Jay and Jimmy apparel either off the rack or single-piece prints?
Originals! Originals!
There you have it, folks. For custom printed apparel, embroidery, and work apparel, it's Originals, 216 First Avenue, downtown Jamestown. Open 9 to 5 weekdays.
For generations, Unison Bank has been your community bank. At Unison Bank, we offer our customers prompt and personalized service while providing financial solutions for your unique, individualized needs. For all your personal or banking business needs, choose Unison Bank as your local financial institution. Go ahead. Stop by our branch in Jamestown or visit unisonbank.com for more information. Member FDIC.
AM 1400 KQDJ Jamestown and 107.1 K296HH Jamestown.
Blue Jay Volleyball head coach Sarah Hagerly here on the postgame show. Coach, took 4 sets tonight to get past St. Mary's. What did you see from your side in this win to improve to 11-1?
Well, I saw some grit there after, we played well in the first 2 sets, really well, and we did some things that we weren't super excited about, but then in set 3, we went on I don't know how many 10-point run, not exactly sure. And then we got some momentum coming back in that set. But then to come back and win the fourth with authority, I would say, it's a different team. This is a different team that's like we're not gonna lay down and let a team beat us. So I thought that shows something. That shows some grit. That's what things we're working on. We're not going to win every set. We're not going to win every match, but our hope is that we're learning something and getting stronger in that area.
How important did you think coming back late in the third set, even though you guys were down by 10 points, you had a 6-0 run at the end of the third set? How crucial do you think that was going into set 4 for your side?
I think that's super crucial. I mean, especially when they're not going down and just free balling balls over. They're not just giving them easy points. We're trying to get some momentum. The kids understand that really it is just about 1 point at a time. We talk about that all the time. It's one match at a time, one set at a time, 1 point at a time. And well, who knows what could happen?
Right.
You know, I kept saying, who knows what's going to happen? So they went on the long run. Who knows if it could happen to us? So it's really about believing that we're reaching our potential and that each player believes in themselves and the person next to them.
Birdie Newman finished with 18 kills tonight. She had 8 kills in the second set alone. When you look out there and see her play her senior season, what impresses you the most about her?
Well, you know, she gets set a lot. She gets the ball a lot, and we have her in the back row for a reason, because she's a leader, but sometimes she gets tired, and today she could have easily gotten tired, but then she pushed through and made some great plays. She's been talking about St. Mary's for almost a whole year, let's be honest. And when it means that much to a kid and she actually performs on that night that we're here beating them, that shows the kind of player she is.
All right, Coach Hagerly, congrats. Appreciate your time.
Thanks so much.
Our thanks to head coach Sarah Hagerly for joining us here on the postgame show. Birdie Newman, 18 kills tonight for Jamestown to lead the way. Blue Jays 25-18 in set 1, 25-22 in set 2. They lost set 3, 25-18, but 25-12 in the fourth set. And Coach Hagerly said it emphatic in that fourth set for Jamestown. They built a little comeback in set 3 that really helped push them into the fourth. McKenna Nold, unofficially 13 assists tonight. She had 9 kills on the evening. Vinay Franck with 6 kills. Haley Hawkinson came alive in that third set. She finishes with 6 kills. Kinley Anderson had a really nice match early on. She really helped Jamestown in that first set. She finishes with 3 kills, all coming in set number 1. Edie Hagerly with 11 assists unofficially here, and Leah Trumbauer with 4 kills for Jamestown. Blue Jays get it done. 11-1 on the year now for Jamestown. They are 4-1 in the West region, and they will host Century next Tuesday night right here at Jerry Meyer Arena. It'll be number 2 Century against number 5 Jamestown. Do not miss out on that. Enjoy the rest of your evening on our Jamestown 107.1 Sports YouTube page. Big thanks to Gun and Reel Sports for being the presenting sponsor of our YouTube. And here on 107.1, we'll take it back to the station now for more music. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday night. We'll talk